Alrighty. Hold on 1 second. You're gonna possibly hear some echo here. Alright, good. We're up and running there. That was a mic test there for me. Welcome one and all there. It's been a while, but we're finally back and ready to continue and finish up here main story of Horizon Zero Dawn. And we're going to start today with unlocking the ultimate armor there. Off stream, guys, I was able to find that last text point there. It was hidden in a vent to the right as I came into the memorial there that I missed earlier there, so I did that off stream there. So I wouldn't have to go back through it there. Alright. But I will play it for you guys there before we go and unlock it there, just so you guys know what it was there, okay? I do believe I remember what it was as well there too, which one it was. So let's not waste time. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. All right. How is everybody? Hope y'all saw TI8. The biggest prize pool in esports history continues to grow. Last year was at 24 million prize pool. This year was 25 million in the prize pool. And OG won out in an epic 5-game series. The first 5-game series at TI in 5 years. So that was quite a spectacle, and one that will be a moment that will be remembered throughout the annals of not only Dota 2 but just general esports history as well there too. It was certainly a treat to watch there. I witnessed it firsthand there, and I couldn't believe it myself. But before we get into this here, I promise you guys, I go ahead and play that data point. So here you go.
All right, let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein, may I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you?
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor, Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
It's always interesting there how AI thinks and how it's learning. And you know, there's already talks and realization of AI that are starting to be made here. As that has been processed, let's take a moment now. And figure out where in the world ready at the bunker. Alright, let's see. Gotta remember my controls here. As always, I take too many long, frequent breaks there, but it's always if I don't feel I'm in the right mind to stream there, then I just feel like there's almost no point in me doing it, especially with my little beginner stream. So I gotta feel good in the right mind there, and especially with me still hanging on these beginner streams. The family priorities there, folks. Really have to consider them there before you take the endeavor to stream. Alright. I must be, yeah, there it is. Alright. I always forget that water is deeper than it appears to be. Alright. It's been a long time coming though, folks. We attained the power cell when we were last at the one bunker there across on the northern side. Alright. Back in here. Okay, it's the other way.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps.
Look at this, folks. To think that it's about to become ours. I wonder how it'll fit around Aloy. Let's check the supply crate, see what else is left in it. Some chill water. Hold up. Health potion. Let's see. Yeah, we need it. Check the supply crate as well too. Sparker. I mean, we're pretty good. We're pretty good at the moment. Alright. It's time, folks.
Just one more.
Okay. There it is.
There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code.
Huh. 90, 270, 360, 450, 630. This must mean how many times we must turn it, or how far we have to turn it. So let's see. First one, 90. $270. A full 360. No, I'm not exactly sure if you have to turn it like this here, but we'll just go ahead and do it anyway. I think I know what the last one's going to be here.
Did it.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a look
So
at
we didn't
that
have to
armor
turn
and
all the
see.
way. Yeah. The numbers just indicated where the end point was going to be.
All right. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Here we go. Shield Weaver. Nice. Just gonna cut it off there for a moment, so make sure to save it. Ancient technology salvaged by Aloy and stitched to more leather. Projects a damage-absorbing force shield. Takes time to recharge though when depleted. Nice. Let's see here. Because we were looking for more flexible modifications. Look at that, folks. Well, it appears now there's only one thing left to do. We head for the Sun Palace. That's how you do the dive, it was automatic. I always get confused there between Lara Croft's dive and how Aloy dives. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. I'm out of here. Not gonna bother hunting for all the other little side notes there. Remember, this is just strictly first playthrough. If we happen to catch it, we'll catch it. Oh well. Alright, so let's see which path we want to take here. Looks like the best bet's gonna be up through here and a little past that Shell Walker convoy, and then through, of course, the Day Tower, all the way back into Meridian. Alright. Adjustment up and through here. Yep, just straight shot up. I wonder though how much damage here this shield controller start actually losing real health. Find out though when battles are necessary. Meantime, no need to take unnecessary risks. Let's see here. Side. That's the campfire. Was there a special item as well there too that we had that we needed to trade in? Oh yeah, these Banuk artifacts in the ancient vessels. Should be able to trade that into the special merchants. I'm going the right way. That's the Shell Walker convoy. Who is not alert to my presence. Alright then, that works for me. I'll take the high ground up. Whoa.
Someone, please help! Help! I can't get out of this! Help! I don't want to go down like this! Any brains out there? Help me! Help! I can't hold out much longer! Surround them! You don't know me, but can we speak? Could you come here, please?
Trying to see where you are.
Can we talk? Do you have time to speak?
Ah, there you are.
Sure tell the truth on you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's something for you.
Thank you. Nice. Won't be able to do anything with the blast trap though, but I do appreciate the metal shards. Alright. Dead end. Alright. Oh, is this the way down? I think so. Yep. It definitely is. The long road around.
Got you!
That feels so good.
Just stay out of their way for now.
Sorry about that, buddy. Let's take a look at this scrapper. It'd be nice there to get that heart. But it appears we've maxed out on items. Oh, an ancient skull talisman. Let's check resources. I think we can do. Yeah. Oops. Alright,
think I'm
there
in
we
the
go.
clear.
Yep. Let's head back on the trail. That's what I say. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see. Take a long way around. Oh!
Follow up!
Alright, folks. I want to do this. But you left me no choice. Trying to offer you guys a chance to avoid a fight, and you didn't want to take it. There you go. sails here. Yeah, don't think we can get the hunter bow back. I can't remember which merchant we sold it to. Oh well. On my next playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn, I'll be sure to keep it. I always like to keep keepsakes. They're in a hotbed right now. It's not a keepsake I would want. Trouble from you. Lord have mercy.
For both our sakes, let's go!
Well, this shield armor definitely takes a beating. Takes a beating, but keeps on ticking there. Maybe medicinal arms might not need to be a requirement, but I should hold my tongue on that. Don't think mounts can proceed beyond the gates. But we'll see.
Snow haze. White as bone. That fog got dark.
Well, we can proceed through. We can proceed through this time. I think back then there we couldn't. Something though must have changed. Either the route we took there or just maybe something from Gorilla. I don't know. But either way, that's convenient for us. As we now can progress forward. Alright, let's see here. Now that we're back in the lands of the desert, how do we want to go about this one? First, let's check this merchant here. I don't think this merchant we can buy back from. Oh yeah, it's all gone. It's all gone. I don't think we can buy it back. Actually, hold on. No, you didn't have it. Here's the songbird. We're gonna have to travel south by southeast, so looks like the path that we take's gonna be a little unorthodox, but we will make our way down this spot, turn here, turn left at here, and it looks like we'll make our way through some pretty harsh machines. But it looks like we're going to pass through the Snapmaw site, and that should take us right back into Meridian. Okay. So we'll keep heading down here, heading down up until the campfire, and then just a little bit after the campfire we'll turn. Campfire. There it is, but wouldn't you know it, it's right through some tramplers. Okay. It's gonna get hairy.
A few minutes anyway.
Oh, fly like the devil is at your heels, Aloy. Pick that one up from Inuyasha, by the way, folks. Hacha. Ye old saying. Some watchers there along with another convoy. Nothing to be alarmed about. So at this campfire, of course, we're going to make our right here. And boom. If anyone hears a loud fan there, that's my PlayStation 4. I know, it's getting hot. I've had this PS4 since launch. My mind constantly contemplates about upgrading or getting another PS4, but really the only reason I would go a PS4 Pro at this point is if I need more space than what my current PS4 can handle. And then by space I mean more memory space. We have passed through several show-up convoys here, folks. I think it's the fourth one we passed here in today's stream. Alright, so let's see here. We're just going to continue along the path here. But eventually, you know, my fan gets a cooling reprieve. Here. Let's see. Still a little bit of ways there from the Snap-on site, so we keep going around this path. I like that trampler. I like that trampler. Busy minding his business, and he minded mine. Did not get alerted at all by my presence. Nor did that Snapmaw. Snapmaws are usually very territorial and alert. In my big mouth. Sorry if I have to keep checking the map there 2 or 3 times here, guys. I just want to make sure I'm taking the right path there. Deanna waits.
This machine has served its purpose.
Alright, boy. Sit tight. Keep that 2-to-1 ratio, folks. I don't think we'll get it by this assortment of Ridgewood, but we'll get close back to it. I think we'll get up to 2,900. Yep. Wow. One more just out of the general area, huh? Seven, and 7. And why not? We'll just pick up this small batch here. 7 and 6. Ridgewood. Alright. Finally back in Meridian. We've got to head up right to the Sun Palace here. Fastest way up there is through the lift.
Sun King owes his life to an outlander. What a strange time to live in.
I think that was Yuri Watanabe, folks, who will be voicing the illustrious Peter Parker in 1 week. I'm so excited to get Spider-Man there, and I'm going to stream it definitely, folks, but on release day. On release day, though, folks. I have a sense of honor there. But here we go. Look at Marvel on the Shield Weaver. Good thing it doesn't electrocute. Let's see here. How are you still reigning inside this tunnel? Not Yuri Watanabe, I'm sorry, folks. What did I say? That's one of the characters. I mean, Yuri Lowenthal. I mean, Yuri Lowenthal, folks. My bad. Please forget all that I just muttered there. My mind is completely gone. Let's...
Back from the wilds. Find any Banuk relics? You ready? Let's trade then.
Well, we have all this.
Come on back if you find any Banuk goods. I pay well for Banuk relics, Outlander.
Unfortunately, that was it. So let's see what this last box had in store. Fools. Fools items. Unfortunately. Ah.
I don't need any help.
Oops. Huh. Let me actually take a moment here. What is that? Huh. Trading with merchants. Who would want Blue Gleam, though, I wonder? Let's just take it there just to see. There has to be like a customizable spear. Hmm. $50 damage, 44 damage and tear. Nah. Yeah, this just needs raw damage, and that just needs raw tear. Yeah. Damage and handling. Oops. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Over the city, I can't find what I'm looking for.
Ooh. Specialized merchants. But which merchants would they reside in, I wonder? They had a blue mark about them. Well, I guess we won't know until we travel further on. Maybe it's in the Frozen Wilds. Hello.
Yes. I remember you. Did you find the vessels I seek? Yes, yes. Trade quickly. I have work to do.
All right.
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins. Ah, you're...
All right.
Everything I'm not. Strong, brave, active. Come, talk a spell.
Oseram eyes ain't built for this.
I do believe we're... Yeah. Here we have one of these.
Find better wares.
Perhaps your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
Let's see.
I thought Sun King Avad was sitting on his hands, but he got the prince out with help from his spies.
Find goods at a fair price.
Have we checked with this specialty merchant here? Don't think so. Class wants machine parts. But I don't think we have with this one though.
Ah, you're back. Did you bring me something lovely? Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
Let's.
Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Let's have a chat.
Alright. As far as the special items, yep.
No, a colorful discussion.
Find better wares.
Alright. I think we've done all we can here with these merchants. I wonder how we'll be able to find that special blue merchant that requires the blue gleam there. That'll be something to see.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
Excuse me. Sun King Avad. It's been quiet some time there.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Marad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Well, this is it, guys. What kind of stand shall we make here?
Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, a name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
file repaired. Sobek Journal, July 16th, 2065. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months still been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 0430. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? Hey there, uh-oh. I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no failsafes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Noito replied in less than a minute, with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow. And it's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. The stanza, for couplet or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by Noito's lab and check on Demeter's progress, too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennessee pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. Alright, let me go take care of this. I'll be back here, folks. Okay, we back, folks. Sorry about that. Uh-oh, can you sit? Can you sit, girl? Come on. Come on, girl. Can you sit? Sit, girl. There you go. Good girl. Alright. Okay.
Get out of the streets. The enemy is here. A moment of your time, Outlander?
Nope. Not necessary.
Fine goods for a fair price. These aren't goods, they're necessities. Haven't seen you in a while.
Alright then. Let's have a look and check on these defenses before we go. You know, it's these qualities of games that put so much detail in the story here. Like, there's not a moment of Horizon Zero Dawn that I haven't enjoyed there. And especially even very few games make me fast travel. Even Assassin's Creed at times rarely makes me fast travel. Simply because I've gotten so used to the fact of just riding across the lands there and everything. I like to take in the whole scenery and aesthetic and just keep myself in awe of it. Excuse me. Alright. Let's check out this first site defense here. It should be at the ridge. The ridge or the spire? Yeah, it should be the ridge. Good. Alright. And trust me, when Spider-Man gets here next week, folks, we're gonna have a lot of fun there. There will be a Follower Friday stream because I was trying to remember if there were any esports on the back burner of my mind.
Polish that armor, was it?
Stirring up tensions.
Of course.
Keeping my eyes.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny. Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
So I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress.
I like that attitude.
Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
I like that attitude very, very much.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Norn at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
The Oseram that tried to kill our Sun King? Traitors, the whole tribe of them.
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct last night.
Never know all that we're gonna need. What's this?
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. It's nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
Some kick.
Hello.
Oops. Try to set it back up on the table there, folks. Oh well. Yeah. I'll just leave it there. Sorry about that, Petra. This is good. This is real good. I like it.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luther?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
cheerful.
Alright. Let's see here. Another repair journal from Dr. Sobek. October 31st, Halloween. Wow. 2065. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should've seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of Dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Ares and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Ugh. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Harry's stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks, and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and Western African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn.
So much for being careful.
Oh wow, we got 7,000 metal shards. I didn't even realize we had that many. Let's see here. It's to the estates. Circle around here and see if there's a way. Oh, here we go.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Looks like she's more excited about the thrill of the hunt than the situation. But, never look a gift horse in the mouth. That kind of fighting spirit could be useful there if something crazy needs to happen.
Talana.
Talana.
Why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Yeah. Biggest machine? That'll be the tastiest. Steering center around. Inside the top of the estate into the spire.
rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the Sacred Land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
Seems like Sona did this out of duty rather than, simply helping a good friend and fellow tribe mate. But beggars can't be choosers.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says, or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
Varl definitely holds some strong feelings for Aloy.
So who are these guys? They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Carja. Carja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Carja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Well, this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
I think she'd still be proud regardless. Final Sobek journal repaired. January 15th, 2066. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harry's warned me? Said collapse of the Eastern Line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 more days, and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. CD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up. They already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, gangsta smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. Spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime. And yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, necessary life support systems would never have been installed. If. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. Genetic material was never processed out of the Kratos sites, so it's not even possible. For which, I'm glad. I really, really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. No. It'll be up to us to perfect Gaia. One generation only. Update. That was General Harry's. Salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal. Buried alive for life's sake. I'll go tell the others.
Oh, useful.
Indeed.
Hit the gears twice. Then once more to the left.
A little disappointed I can't shimmy across there. Guess I never quite learned shimmy horizontal roll. Maybe that could be something there for Horizon Zero Dawn 2. If and when Guerrilla Games ever decide to get back on the trail. Almost makes me wonder what is their next title to be. They've taken quite some time off there since Zero Dawn's drop about 2 years back. I'd say probably about next year's. Might be time to go on about it, but then again, all these talks of Sony already prepping for its next console release. Time never stands still. Seems like only yesterday the PS4 came out. Just right then when it's at the pinnacle, peak and height, gaming excellence and execution being processed, the new one is ready to emerge. But I guess that's just the way the world works. I feel they're at the point of mastering games made for the system, so they want to press forward Ready the next one up. Ready the next challenge. Hopefully the next challenge for Sony will be within a PlayStation Network along with this new system. Open up and expand possibilities there to allow certain games to be competed with against other players from other consoles.
Might regret
Not
this.
just through solely PC. But also, I know there's a lot of Xbox heads that want to prove themselves. Even players on Nintendo Switch say, while can't effectively communicate initially, hopefully Nintendo gets that sorted out, still have that itch for competition. Such is the way of gamers. Hello, Tyra. How are you tonight? Alright. This lift here.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll as soon cheat you as look at you.
Can you hear me alright, Tyra? Excuse me. Whew. Doing good, doing good, doing good. Countdown days, hours, seconds, no longer weeks, 1 week until the release of Spider-Man. Battleship Brigade Deluxe just released, and it's now on PS4 as well there too, as well as updated onto the Switch as well as Steam. So all those that have yet to try Battleship Brigade and only have a PS4 now have their opportunity to do so, which I will definitely showcase there to those that want to see it. I'll probably want to be one of the choices for the Follower Friday stream this week. Let's see. That's there. But what's been going on with you though there? Talk to me. Okay. Go ahead and rest up here. Where's...
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Is it now? Yeah. It is. It has been quite an experience, and one. This is one of these games where the first experience will be so treasured, and it'll be hard to recapture the feeling again there, but is one that won't be ever forgotten. Guerrilla Games truly made a masterpiece there when they did this. I feel like I'm missing the entry point here somewhere. For the high side there. Huh. Definitely should. You definitely should get this game there. The complete edition is out. Is it back at the center piece? Yeah, the complete edition is out. It contains the DLC as well there too for this game. Oh, there it is.
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Definitely remember what happened here. But yeah, I definitely highly recommend this game to play, present on stream for you, Tyra, especially there. Like I know Fallout is a very special game for you. And while you play as a set character in this game, like, yeah, I know the feeling. I'm trying to be as frugal with my money as I can there to save for the right purchases at the right time. I need to renew my PlayStation Plus subscription. I'm going to do that this upcoming payday when I go out. Yeah, I know the feeling. But yeah. Even though this game doesn't have like the same level of customization as Fallout, the experience there still of this game and the machine battles is worth it. Hey, don't worry about it, okay? My PlayStation Plus account has been extended for so many times there through so many incidents that have happened with Sony. I almost kind of forgot the feeling of what it's like to renew the subscription. But the feeling will be realized once more. But I'll still have enough there to get this done, as well as upgrade my phones. Yeah, definitely do so there. Are you getting... did you pre-order Spider-Man, by the way, as well, Tyra? Because that is another game that I do plan to stream there. I'm actually going to make Spider-Man a Friday special focused stream there. And do 3 games this time instead of just a standard 2 and 1 random one Friday. Because I definitely do want to focus on that. Of course, I'll do it, of course, when other games are, when other esports are not currently on. No? Not a big Spidey fan? Well... I respect the mindset there, but I'll give you this little heads up. I will stream it on the day that it's released, so even though you're not a Spidey fan, just take a look at the experience for yourself, and when you see how much fun I have with this game, you're probably going to change your mind. I'm not saying it's a definite, but I'm saying it's about probably an 81% chance you might change your mind with this one. Alright, let me rest up here for the battle. Yeah, we're ready. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, Shadow of the Tomb Raider releases a week after Spider-Man. And that game I will get after release as well there too. And I did hear them.
Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you. How did you lost after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
So hard. I'm just taking a snapshot here of the trophy, folks.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Here we go. But yeah. Alright then.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Strap up, boys.
All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back? Helis!
No! Rally the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
This bastard's mine.
You have vexed me.
Should have fought me in the Sun Ring then.
Why do you fight?
We're gonna need some bigger bangs here for this one. And just enough skill points as well there too. Well, I'm pretty deep. Shit!
One way out of this. Accept it. Accept your weakness.
Mind if I do?
Only endless night awaits you.
Come on, big boy, let's dance.
Red clay.
Bridge can't take much more of this. He's quick.
This game actually came out before God of War, so I'm not surprised you would make that comparison.
It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down! Blocked again.
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die on nothing.
He's quick. He's too dangerous and close.
A savage who cannot understand destiny. Your fate was set.
Arrows on me.
I am frozen. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
Should be able to die. As a card chair there, Helis. Yeah. Must be outside there resting on the porch there, eh, Tyra?
Should have brought a cart.
I'm not surprised. I've seen so many Aloy cosplays. It always brings a joyful tear to my eye. I've seen so many Aloy cosplays there. It always brings a joyful tear to my eye whenever I see more there. Ah, beautiful. Yep. Okay. Not this time. Alright. This is Shockweave. And why not take the crystal break here for the moment? Yeah, your metal shards will be very valuable. What did you have? Never know what I may need the meat for. Alright. Let me think. Huh? Yeah, we don't have any. This is shock. Bingo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I actually saw one streamer who was doing one of the Detroit Become Human characters as well there too. Yeah. Those types of games there where that make you question what really is human. I love those types of games there because it really like challenges that thought process there. Like, what makes a human a human? All right. Nice. Not surprised.
Save this for later.
Yeah, there have been several voice actors that have started taking up some Twitch streams there. I'm happy.
Where do you need me?
Take up a can on the platform.
Gotta get to another platform. Here it comes. Better move.
Yeah, the voice in the car. Yeah. Alright. That's awesome. Scrap. No, actually. Come on, boy. Think fast. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Tyra. Talk to you soon there. Hope you stream again sometime. I'll be looking for you.
Gonna bring you down.
Boy.
South! They're coming from the south!
If you haven't already, folks, I would recommend also as well there too giving Tyra a follow there. She doesn't stream too often there, but she's quite an entertaining Fallout streamer. And so, whoa, I did not see you boys here. Hold up one second. We're having this here.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
All right.
Raise arms again! West!
Back at it. Just won't stop. What the hell?
Aloy! 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 My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Ted. I've gotta go.
Help us now.
This is where I belong, Aloy. The spire calls to you.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow Demons.
Wow, that shield, this shield weaver really takes a licking. Busy. My priority is the spire. We're back.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Shit. Oh man. Underground all this time. Lying dormant all this time. Initiating the biomass conversion.
Hades is still in the city. We must have gotten through the defenses. Venora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back. They're alive.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
This time we take everything. All the resources.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
needed. Not sure what I'll be facing.
Put down the last corruption.
You're finished!
Steady!
battle is ours.
Wait a minute.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging Extinction Protocol.
Silence.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Rest in peace, Elizabeth Sobek. Our stream won't end until these credits have run completely through. The main story is complete, but our journey through Horizon Zero Dawn has not ended, folks. The Frozen Wilds will be done over in the later weeks. And then once we've done the last Frozen Wilds mission, that will be all that we have for Horizon Zero Dawn, and we'll move on to Neo. What a fantastic way to end. But something still is curious in my mind. If Aloy is actually the child of Elizabeth Sobek, who was Aloy's father? Outside of Rost, who was a father figure and raised her as her own. I wonder. I enjoyed this whole experience. And the final battle did not disappoint, okay? The only reason it looked easier than what it seemed to be there was because of my Shield Weaver armor, which actually was a very, very big pickup to make there. Because if probably I had not picked that up, we definitely would have been dying a lot. Because I was taking so many hits in the fight there, and my medicinal herbs would have all been expended. So I enjoyed the ferocity of that boss battle. Even despite me not dying, there is still challenge there. That boss fight was particularly enduring, and I think would have been more difficult had I not picked up the Shield Weaver armor. So I'm not gonna downplay that boss fight there. That was very, very good. From the huge Deathbringer to the oncoming machines that were trying to swarm me. Me having to adjust constantly on the fly and quick. And move as well there too. Move especially. My rating of this game, there's definitely still some more polish that could have been done with certain maneuverabilities and highlights there on Guerrilla's part, but small details, very small details, because other than that, I think they did mostly a good job there, highlighting certain traversal points there. The characters are, each and every one of them are memorable, even to the side quest ones there. Like, I still remember those and those characters. And they were a lot of fun. And of course, you know, Aloy, Ashley Birchall, I believe, is the voice actor for Aloy. She also did Cassie Cage in Mortal Kombat X, among other characters in her portfolio. She did a fantastic job with Aloy. Could feel the emotion in her tone throughout, and she executed on that emotion there, consistent. Full of raw emotion, even though you couldn't see it at times there, you know, completely defined in the facial animations there. Could feel the power in the voice there. And, you know, I think that is something to be known, something very much to be noted of there. And, you know, like I said, for as long as Guerrilla has made this game, they're like, nothing about this game really heavily disappointed me, other than say for like a few small points in it there, but mainly those were around like traversal, and even then they really didn't hinder the experience all that much. So I would rate this, I'll probably rate this a 9.4 out of 10. I think it's a fair score to say. It's a fair score to say. Off just the raw game, no DLC, 9.4 out of 10. Because there, like I said, there are plenty of side quests. There's plenty more to do. I haven't even discovered all the secrets yet there too. There's a lot more of those text points there that are hidden out there somewhere that I just haven't taken the time to look for there. I'll probably do that like off stream or something like that there, because they're still in the mainland anyway there, and I don't think there's anything else there that in the mainland that needs to be like really discovered. Excuse me. If and when I find them there, I'll probably put them up on stream at some point when we do the Frozen Wilds. If I'm motivated to do it there for you guys. Do it for you guys. But I may just go directly into the Frozen Wilds there and just probably do that all later there for my time there. But guys, if you have got a PS4, and are looking for big story type games there, I definitely recommend this game. If you're looking for a big story like experience, big story experience with a vast world to explore there, lots of different challenging creatures to battle against there, you know, please give this game a try. Guerrilla really did a lot for it, and They know themselves. They're still a lot more polished. I wish they could have done there, I think, but they did it to the absolute best of their abilities there, and I think they did a fantastic job with this here. Just like I think Insomniac's going to do a fantastic job with Spider-Man. That game is 3 years in the making. Spider-Man that comes out next week. As well as, I think this game took 3 years to complete. I want to say there. As well, there are 2 for Guerrilla Games there. Because I think they did one more Killzone somewhere, maybe I think like 2013, 2014, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it was. But then afterwards, there they hop right on it there. And unlike, you know, other Sony IPs from Sucker Punch to Naughty Dog to Insomniac. Well, Insomniac I can't say is really an IP of Sony anymore there, but it was for a time. Guerrilla Games is one of the more, and look at that, cosplayers, fan artists there. Yeah, I don't have that creativity unfortunately there, but I'm always in awe when I see cosplays of Aloy and all the other characters there from Horizon Zero Dawn, and replicas of the spear and her bows. And archery is something that I've wanted to do personally in my life there. I just haven't really had the time to kind of invest it, looking where I may get that opportunity from. Thank you for making this, Sarah Gorilla. Alright. I'm just gonna run through the credits of the Frozen Wilds as well there too. Even though we haven't done it yet, we'll do that afterwards there, because like I said, the Frozen Wilds came about a year after there, so basically it's DLC that happens after the main story. So that's how we're gonna play it as. Play it as how it was naturally intended. But of course the update. And to everybody that just came in, if you haven't followed me already, go ahead and hit the follow button. I try to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays with a follower Friday stream that my Twitter followers choose which of the set choice of either 3 or 4 games that I have. But I will let you guys know that I'll put Follower Friday on hold because of the release of Spider-Man. It's been my most anticipated title this entire year. My whole most anticipated title. Like, a lot of people are hyped for Red Dead Redemption there, but you know, alright, it's Rockstar. It's another open world game. It's back in the cowboy times there, you know, for Red Dead Redemption. You get to dual wield, you know, open up there, and it's Rockstar. They do their thing, and we know it's going to be great. We know it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic there. You know, everybody's going to be hyped to pick it up there. Reason I myself, though, don't get overly hyped about it there is because once I get past, like, the general story of a Rockstar game, and, you know, I can't find anything else to collect there outside of the secrets, I just feel like the open world doesn't have nothing left for me to offer there, you know, and I won't get back that first playthrough experience there, you know. I won't say this. I won't say the same will occur though for this game in particular there, because difficulty settings kind of give me like that itch to like see what would happen if I tried on the actual hardest difficulty there. Rockstar unfortunately doesn't have that option. It just doesn't. So because of that, there's really not a whole lot of point to replay the story. And you know, the multiplayer, while it can be expansive there, it can be interesting, it ends up becoming a bit bland over time. It's one of the reasons, probably one of the main reasons why I never really put much effort into completing GTA 5 there. You know, as crazy as it is for me to sound there, I just haven't had the time to pick it up there. And it's originally for my PS. It was originally for my PS3 as well there too, so I can't really show it on stream there. But I mean, I can get GTA 5 for PS4 there, but I'd rather just play it there and honor my collector's edition that I invested for GTA 5. Okay. But we're gonna continue to let these credits roll here, guys. Kind of run through the cast of the Frozen Wilds as well there too. Haven't seen any of these characters yet there. Did see that excuse me, longtime actress Jennifer Hale is playing one of those characters there, so that's gotta be my interest peaked. But I will say this much as well there too. You know, just overall, what I think takes to make a stream a good stream there, just be you. Just play what you want to play there, you know, and those that are interested will come and watch you. But just be natural. Be you. And don't worry about anybody else. You know, look, if you need some tips from other streamers on how to grow your channel, you know, fine and dandy, but main thing is, you know, just be you. Just play what you want to play and enjoy it, and enjoy your audience and talk to them. I've enjoyed this game here. I love playing a lot of story games for you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to show you my playthrough of Jak and Daxter, show you how I play it, and then run through Jak X Combat Racing for the first time as well there too. And I thank you to all the viewers there that came in to see my humble little stream as well there too. Yeah, I know it's a PS4 stream. I know it's not the most attractive stream in the world there by far. Okay, there, you know, fine and dandy there. That's what I got, but I try to give it to you guys there for those that want to see it. Okay. I don't really ask for tips or anything like that. I'm not that advanced set up there for that there, okay? I just give it to you guys there, and just hope you guys will enjoy it, and eventually I may get back into some multiplayer games for you guys there to come and challenge me and play with me there, hopefully over time there. Right now, a lot of multiplayer games have been giving me more headaches than anything else there. And probably because I'm so competitive there, but you know, I'm gonna try to branch out a little bit other than stories and first playthroughs. But there's so many great games to play there that I still even haven't played yet there. I'm not gonna go through the Dark Souls franchise there, simply because I have my strong criticisms of Dark Souls in particular there, that I could make a whole video about there. But basically for me, I don't find the story of Dark Souls all that compelling, and despite the heavy customization on it there, the combat is just too stiff. Just way too stiff. Way too stiff. I like my combat fluid, responsive, dynamic, that sort of thing there. I feel I get that more with Neo there, between transitions of stances there, the motion there, and even though attacks are timing based there, I feel like I get a more true response in Neo than I do in Dark Souls. And I had my frustrations too with Neo when I first played the alpha as well there too, but I'm enjoying it. I've enjoyed the first starts of my playthrough that I'm doing on it right now currently. But overall, back to this game. I can't wait to see what Guerrilla's next ambitious title is going to be. I really hope it wows us probably just as much as Horizon Zero Dawn did. Maybe it might be too soon to ask for a sequel to this game here. Personally, you know, if they have another genre that they're ambitious to go about, by all means, show it. By all means, I hope they show it. Excuse me. And I'll be there waiting there just to see what it's like and if it interests me or not. I won't stream Shadow of the Tomb Raider simply because I'm already still going through Rise of the Tomb Raider right now off stream, and I still have yet to finish that there. So I'm gonna do that, and then probably afterwards I'm gonna do Shadow of the Tomb Raider off stream as well there too. But after we finish Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey will be streamed after that. Other games I plan to stream will be I'm gonna do my playthroughs of The Last of Us. I'm gonna do it raw. I played the last. Just to give you guys a word warning, I've already played through The Last of Us there previously when it was originally out for PS3. But when The Last of Us 2 comes out, though, I want to do a chronological stream through it, doing The Last of Us, the DLC with it. So basically, I'm gonna get The Last of Us remastered for PS4, and then we hop into The Last of Us 2. Last of Us Part 2. And I'm also going to do Ghost of Tsushima as well. That game looks really hella fun there. Depending on how Sekiro, though, is rated, I may do that as well there too. And when Devil May Cry 5 comes out, I'm gonna do a chronological playthrough as well there too of it. But I'm gonna set it up because it's very, very tricky. I'm gonna set it up so that I know it's the right chronological order that I go through first before anything else there. But I gotta figure out where in the chronological timeline does Devil May Cry 5 fit. I know it's after 4, but I want to see if it's after 2 or if it isn't. Because if it's after 2, that will give me a reason to play 2. If it isn't, though, might still play 2, but I got my certain angst about that. For reasons I'll tell you later about there when we actually do the Devil May Cry streams. I should be almost close here to finishing up the credits here relatively soon, but there is a long list here basically to go through here. Also as well there, for those that haven't seen it, I've already played this game, but for those that haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna also do a story playthrough of Battleship Brigade Deluxe that just released for PS4 today. Okay, I'm gonna do that later over time though there, after we get some more of the bigger story titles out of the way for us. Is there, or on a special stream there, we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Maybe I could, yeah, I'll put it up as a Follower Friday stream this week. I'll put it up as a Follower Friday stream option this week here, guys, if you want to see it or not. Okay? That'll be one of the games. Oh, excuse me. I just love the music, too, of this game. It is so... It's that somber tone of the music, but also brings like a subtle uplifting that tells you, even though the world is in this current state here, there's hope. There's hope that it will get better in time. Somehow, some way. And it may not be exactly the way it was to what it previously once was there, but it will be a big step in the right track. And then, of course, always love the tribal aspects of it there, you know, which basically it goes. I think this game is probably the perfect iteration of what a post-apocalyptic world will be. Not Fallout. That's just me personally. I don't think Fallout... I think with Fallout there, you won't have as many, like, immediate guns available. I think in this game kind of really shows what it will be about there. Maybe not to the point where you have robot animals, you know, mind you, but the fact that you have to makeshift a lot of your weaponry there, from the bows to the spears, even crafting like certain explosives there, you know, that are based from old machines there in the past there. But I think to end on a final note, you know, everybody has skepticism about a lot of things in life, even me included. And they have their own reasons for it there, you know. You know, I understand, you know, I don't like to get in a lot of console debates there, but I believed in PlayStation long before, and I personally thought Sony was ahead of the game in terms of overall console development above Xbox for like the longest time there, and I still do. I still very much do there. But even then there as well there too, you know, I must give respect to Nintendo, because Nintendo's design of this little system here, Switch, like we've had mobile consoles in the past, handheld consoles there. This one, though, is the first one of its kind to play these quality games on this little machine and run it at a perfect excuse me, at pretty much a perfect standard TV resolution. Standard TV resolution there without much hiccup, if any. I haven't really found any hiccups in my Switch. Someone said earlier that they didn't like their Switch, that their battery was dying out, that it wasn't holding the charge, or it wasn't charging on the Switch out there. I think he personally left it on there too long there, and eventually the battery overloaded in and of itself there. And he didn't charge it in the proper way that he should. That's just me. A serious note though, you're gonna get this baby. Treat it well. Treat it well. Because it's got a lot of great games there that are still coming out for it. I'm going to step away here for just a moment. Excuse me. I'll be back here, folks. 1 second. Whew. Well, there's not really much else left to say other than just simple questions, guys, you would like to ask. Like, what are your anticipated games coming out for the holiday season? You know, I've already told you mine, guys. I'd love to hear some of yours if you have some time there, but you know, I'm basically letting these credits roll out here, and after it's finished up there, we're gonna go and host excuse me, a streamer and call it a night. This will be this part here will be uploaded to YouTube there as well there, guys. I'll probably modify the title there, a little bit of it as well there too. Alright. I will say as well there too, Gorilla is very, very humble of a company there to make this long of a credit scheme, and just thank all of the individuals by name. Each and every one of the individuals as well there too, from nearly every single department that they had in a hand making this game here, because it's something that they've never done before. They've always been known for the Killzone series, and not much else after that. So, always when as a game developer you establish a franchise or a particular genre you're so specialized in, it's very, very, very hard to transition into something new beyond the familiarity there. Outside of this, probably the best example I can give is Sucker Punch. When they went from Sly 1 to Sly 2, and they changed from the standard platforming of one particular game, into a complete open world environment. That was relatively big for its time there, and let you have choices of how you wanted to play it out, what missions you wanted to do. The overall control scheme remained the same. Well, it differed to a certain point there, but the feel of it still remained the same there. And here we go.
Friend, remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Silence. Definitely setting up for a bigger adventure. Now you guys see why I wanted to play through it there. Go ahead and take this one screenshot here, folks. Make sure it's uploaded. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, let's see here. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of Earth reborn. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow prior to the final battle for Meridian. You keep all the loot and experience from your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot skills you required throughout this playthrough. A New Game Plus loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created. Yep. Thank you for playing the Horizon team, of course. We'll continue this though. All right. Alright, the next time we come back, folks, we're going to enter the frozen wilds in Horizon Zero Dawn, okay? That pretty much does it. As you can see, we've already been set back to the previous spot there. But kind of transported us, you know, for the end of the main quest there to that prior to that final battle, as it said before. So yeah, we'll do the Frozen Wilds, and that'll be that. Next time we do Horizon Zero Dawn Thursday, we'll be doing more Assassin's Creed Origins. I know there's still a couple of side quests there that still need to be done within Alexandria. Hopefully I can find that fourth sacrificial pedestal. If not, we'll just go ahead and go to the Hippodrome. But that is it. And of course the Follower Friday stream will be up on Thursday evening or Friday morning, one of the two. And of course the poll will be final before the stream. Okay guys? So make sure you follow my Twitter at Combat Jennings, KOMBATJENNINGS. See the games that come up. The tweet will be pinned for the Follower Friday stream there. Alright? But that is it there. Let me find you guys a streamer to host. And we'll end it on this note. Gotcha. So my good new follower, new streamer that I just followed, Jackfruit, she is doing a Middle Earth Shadow of War stream. Have not seen that game before and want to kind of go and check it out to see how that is. So we will end the stream here today, and I'll host Jackie, and we'll go check her out, give her a good time, and a lot of laughs there. But remember, this will be up on my YouTube. Okay, guys? I'm sorry I couldn't get all of the parts there, all the parts of my first playthrough together, but as much of it can be replayed as much as you want there if you want to see some key parts in the playthrough there on my YouTube channel. I'll try to get into the playthrough with the hardest difficulty in tow, and I'll upload that to both Twitch and YouTube. Okay, guys? But that is going to do it here tonight, and I'm going to host Jackfruit. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on Thursday.